You know, it's interesting. We often measure strength, well, in numbers, right? Like you count the troops, the resources, just the sheer size of something. But what if the real secret, the real strength of a team isn't about head count at all? What if it's about the unwavering principles each member actually embodies, their character? Today, we're diving right into that. We're looking at the righteous rise, Pandava warriors for Dharma, specifically verses 5 and 6 from this, fascinating ancient text. And our focus is this really powerful roll call of heroes. These are specific warriors from the Pandava army. And their names, they aren't just names from history. They're more like symbols of genuine strength. Yeah, our mission today is basically to decode how these individual strengths, these virtues combine, how they form this force for righteousness that, frankly, we can all learn something from. We're going to unpack these names, look at the qualities tied to them so you can really grasp who they were and, what they truly stood for. Okay, let's get into it. Imagine the scene. Battle lines drawn. And then the text starts to unveil these key players. But it's not just a list. It feels more like the text is painting a picture. Each name adds a stroke, revealing not just who is there, but what they represent.
Exactly. And what's fascinating here is that this roll call, it isn't merely a roster. Not at all. In ancient narratives, especially ones with this kind of, let's say, spiritual depth, naming individuals and highlighting their key attributes, it serves a really critical purpose.
Okay.
It establishes not just the physical might of an army, but its moral foundation, its backbone, really. Each name reinforces the collective spirit, the underlying principles they stand for. It sets the whole tone for the conflict to come.
I totally see that. And it's interesting how the text, right away, puts character front and center. So verse 5 introduces us to, let's see, Dhrishtaketu, Chekitana, the heroic king of Kashi, Purujit, Kuntibhoja, and Shaibya. And it calls them all mighty and noble men.
Right. And the source gives us these incredible little nuggets for each one. So Dhrishtaketu is described as the bold king of the Chetis.
Bold king. Okay.
Chekitana is a warrior of just unmatched courage.
Unmatched courage.
The king of Kashi. Known right across Aryavarta, that's sort of ancient India, broadly for his valor.
So renowned valor. Got it.
Then you have Purujit and Kuntibhoja. They're specifically called proud protectors of Dharma.
Protectors of Dharma. That sounds important.
Oh, absolutely. And finally, Shaibya, he's presented as a noble elder, revered by everyone.
It's really striking, isn't it, how each one is defined by such a specific, powerful quality. This isn't just, a lineup of soldiers. It's like a testament to the different kinds of strength you actually need. When you look at this group, what does it tell you about how a truly effective force is composed, beyond just skill? How do these different qualities like boldness, courage, valor, protection of Dharma, how do they actually combine to make something bigger?
That's a great point. To be mighty and noble here, it really signifies this potent blend, physical capability and moral uprightness.
Right.
Think about it, courage without righteousness, that could just be recklessness, couldn't it?
Sure.
But when you have, say, the King of Kashi known for valor, paired with Purujit and Kuntibhoja, who are these proud protectors of Dharma, then you get a force that's not just strong physically, but it's also strategically sound and morally anchored. And Dharma here, it's not just a list of rules. It's like the cosmic order, righteousness, doing your duty, right conduct.
So it's a deep concept.
Very deep. For these warriors, protecting Dharma is absolutely central. It's their identity, their purpose. So it's this mix, this intelligent combination, not just a pile of individual strengths that really points to an unstoppable force.
Okay, so we've seen this incredible moral foundation, these diverse strengths in verse 5. Powerful stuff. But the list doesn't stop there, does it? The text then seems to introduce another layer, almost like an elite group, signaling not just virtue, but maybe supreme tactical importance. Because in verse 6, we hear about Yudamanyu, Uttamaja, the sons of Subhadra and the sons of Draupadi.
Yes, exactly. And again, the descriptions, they're concise, but really potent. Uttamanyu is noted as having a name that echoed strength. Simply put, strong.
Strong, okay.
Uttamaja is characterized as fearless and bold, so...
Brave.
Yeah.
Fearless and bold. Brave. Got it.
And then, yes, the sons of Subhadra and the sons of Draupadi, the text says they were all trained in the art of war and, crucially, all ready to fight for justice.
Fight for justice.
Right.
So they're highly skilled, clearly tactically crucial. But that phrase, fighting for justice, that really stands out. It makes you wonder if their commitment is beyond just, personal gain or loyalty. How does that actually give them an edge? Is it just about morale? Or is there maybe something deeper that makes them so formidable when the stakes are this high?
That's an excellent question. You see, Chariot warriors, the Maharathis, they were often the absolute elite of an army back then.
Right, the top tier.
Highly skilled, tactically vital in ancient battles. Their presence alone signals a force that's not just morally upright, as we saw, but also expertly trained, strategically formidable. And when it says they're ready to fight for justice, well, that really underscores their alignment with the Pandavas' whole cause. It wasn't a fight for conquest. It was about restoring balance, upholding what's right. And this commitment, this fighting for something bigger than themselves, it creates this unbreakable resolve. It absolutely impacts their decision-making under pressure, their perseverance, their collective effectiveness. It's way more than just morale. It's a morale boost that comes from this deep sense of purpose. And that makes them truly formidable.
So if we sort of pull all these threads together, these individual strengths, these virtues we've been unpacking, what do they ultimately create for the Pandava army as a whole? What's the kind of overarching message here for us?
Well, if we connect it to that child-friendly moral you sometimes see with these texts, it's like imagining building a team of superheroes.
Okay.
But instead of just, laser eyes or super speed, their powers are things like loyalty, bravery, righteousness. These names we've discussed, they're not just soldiers on a list. They are, in effect, living symbols of truth.
That really is the profound insight, isn't it? It's not about how many people stand with you. It's about who they are.
Yep.
The quality, the character, the principles. That's what defines the real strength of the whole group.
And this ties directly into a really powerful spiritual insight you find in the source material. When you walk with Dharma, warriors walk with you. It suggests that if you align yourself with righteousness, with Dharma, you naturally attract powerful, virtuous allies. It's almost magnetic. It implies that the righteous always rise even in the face of fear.
Wow.
So having an army like this, so virtuous and dedicated, it provides more than just practical strength on the battlefield. It gives them a kind of spiritual fortitude and inner strength that makes them genuinely unstoppable. Their dedication to Dharma ensures their cause is just, and that empowers them in ways raw numbers never could.
This deep dive has really hammered that home, hasn't it? That true strength isn't just a head count. It's about the very core of who stands beside you. Their virtues, their character, their unwavering commitment to what's right. It feels like a really timeless lesson, actually.
Yeah.
Relevant for any team, any movement, really.
Absolutely, and yet the text leaves us with this really intriguing cliffhanger about the other side, about Duryodhana, it says. And still Duryodhana counts more. And then it asks, what is he really seeing, strength or a rising storm?
That's a fascinating thought to leave everyone with, isn't it?
Yeah.
That difference between just perceived strength, based on counting heads, and the undeniable rising power of righteousness, which is built on the character of the people involved. Definitely something for all of you to reflect on as you go about your day.